Please do me a favor. Leave them a review. They promised me a bottle of bourbon.
Hey everyone, welcome to the S.O.B. Marketing Podcast, where we celebrate the S.O.B. that you are, and if you haven't figured it out yet, we mean small-owned business. We don't mean S.O.B.
Listen, we know that as a small business owner, you are working hard on the daily to keep your business fully operational while trying to promote it. And while some days it may feel like the business is owning you, if we're being honest with each other, I bet you would admit that you wouldn't give up the insanity for anything.
Our commitment here at the S.O.B. Marketing Podcast is to give you the real talk, what works when it comes to advertising, marketing, promoting your business, and then what doesn't really work.
And Chelsea and I promise to always keep the conversation real.
Pass the cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes. Ooh, the turkey looks great.
Is that Bob's Burgers?
It sure is, yes, because timely.
Yeah.
If any of you watch Bob's Burgers, you know Bob loves Thanksgiving, and this is our Thanksgiving episode.
Be like Bob, because we're like Bob around here. We love Thanksgiving.
We sure do.
Now, before we get into our Thanksgiving topic today,
yes, Vivian,
we just want to remind you guys, buy us a coffee. Listen,
please.
That is the best way for you to support this podcast. Well, I say that, but we also love the reviews too. So if you could leave us a review, and then if you would like to help us out, you can buy us a coffee. Coffee's a metaphor, obviously. It helps to keep this podcast up and running. Yeah. And we hope that every week when you guys are joining us, you feel like we're bringing pertinent marketing information that is going to help you promote your small business, because that's what we're all about.
Absolutely. So, Vivian, today is our Thanksgiving episode, and as a marketing hot take, my hot take is, you know what? We don't love Thanksgiving enough.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Do you mean collective we as in society, or do you mean you
society.
And I?
No, you and I love Thanksgiving. Yes. We love Thanksgiving. I'm saying as a society, collectively, I feel like we don't give Thanksgiving enough love. You know, Thanksgiving's about family and being together. And I feel like as a society, now I'm making sure everyone knows, Vivian and I don't do this. As a society, we kind of make it about food and capitalism. And I feel like we're forgetting what Thanksgiving is really about.
All about. I do want to add a little asterisk there, because I understand Chelsea and I, we always say we won the parent lottery because we have a really great set of parents, both mom and dad. And I think also because we're Hispanic, we're just tight-knit. But there are some people that I do know that don't have excellent relationship with family members. Sometimes that's of their choosing, and sometimes it's not, and that's A-okay. So if anything, we just hope that this is a season where you can kind of evaluate your life and give appreciation for all of the, I don't know, just having breath in your lungs. I think that's worth appreciating. I had someone, just so you know, because y'all, I'm in my 40s now. And so I think there are some friends that I have that really struggle with that, the getting older. And then some of my friends could give, two craps. Like they don't care. I'm in that group, right?
Sure.
And I had someone the other day tell me, they're like, well, how do you feel about aging and this and that? And I'm like, well, it's better than the alternative. If I'm above ground, that's a good day, okay? Like better than being below ground. So hopefully there are small things, small wins that you've had this year, or just things in your life that you can give gratitude to. Yeah. And today, so how specifically are we going to be kicking off our Thanksgiving episode, Chelsea?
Yeah, how are we going to be grateful? Yeah. Here's the thing, y'all. We're thankful for you. That's right, you S.O.B.s. And we wanted to take this opportunity to shout some of you out and be like, wow, y'all are killing the game. And so those of you who do not get outed, first off. First off, know that we do love you. The problem is we can't do this for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Second off, we are going to give takeaways for each person. reasons why we're shouting them out, reasons why you as a fellow SOB should care about this fellow SOB.
Yeah. Well, and if anything, the whole premise of this, because Chelsea and I are aware this is a marketing podcast.
Ooh.
We want to keep it
my
marketing
God.
based.
It's a marketing podcast?
I mean, news to you.
I thought this was Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers
podcast. How'd you know?
Maybe that's the next one we launch, but I'd have to actually start watching Bob's Burgers. Or we could do like a reaction podcast where like I've never seen it, and then like.
Let's stick to the marketing for now. Let's move along.
So here's the thing. We want to spotlight these people. For one, say thank you. We are thankful for them as small businesses to kind of inspire us.
Yes.
Because each one of them does something really, really well. And what we're hoping to do is, as we introduce this particular small business and talk about what they do really well, we think it would be a good idea for you guys to head over to their Instagram or their Facebook or their TikTok
or their website
and check them out, because proof is in the pudding. And when you look at what they're posting, how they're sharing, how they're communicating, you can see what what we're talking about, which is what they're really, really good at.
Yes.
Before we do that, though, Chelsea, do we
Mm-hmm.
have a TLDL section today or no?
No, we're not going to have a TLDL section like we usually do. So if you're new here, too long didn't listen, I'll give you a brief summary at the end of our episodes usually. However, because we are just shouting out S.O.B.s, I feel like you just got to listen to this entire episode. I'm sorry.
There you go. And if you are new here, y'all, we got over 100 episodes for you to go and listen to right now. Okay. So anyways, let's kick it off. Chelsea, who is our first SOB that we are thankful for?
Okay, Vivian, so our first SOB is going to be the Change Charleston.
Ooh, this one's a nonprofit, you guys.
Yes, they are a nonprofit here in Charleston, South Carolina, all about helping those with disabilities find jobs, find community. They help those with disabilities find the resources that they need to really thrive. Love that. And I love their messaging. Talk about strong messaging, Vivian. And I think that's so important for nonprofits.
So you think the communication is the part that they do extremely well. So what exactly, you're talking about the communication in their mission and their vision, right?
Yes, absolutely. As a nonprofit and for small business owners, for one, you need to be able to communicate what your mission and vision is. Yes, you also need to have like a really good understanding of what those two things are.
Yeah, and what I love about the way they go about this, because when you think about, okay, typical advice is, make sure that your message is clear.
Yes.
All right, how do you go about doing this, though, when you are trying to, in the same way, convince people to give you money? Okay, right? Because they're raising funds, and at the core, they need those funds in order to launch the programs that benefit people. Yeah. So is that unique to nonprofits? A little bit. However, as a small business owner, I bet you guys have the same thing. You're like, how do I get more people to purchase from me through that clear messaging? And so what I love that could apply to all small businesses out there, if you guys go right now to Instagram and check out Be the Change Charleston, what you're going to see is you're going to see that they actually spotlight people that benefit from their programs.
Yes.
Some of the simple things they do is they have a work program. So basically they look to connect local businesses with, people who have disabilities who are looking for jobs, right? Yes. And so they do all of the background as far as like making sure that it's the right person going to the right business, and it's a role that would benefit both of them, right?
Yeah.
The business and the individual. But once they do land a person or they connect a person with a job, they go on social media and they let everybody know, congratulations to so-and-so who's now working as, this job description at this business. And so I think it does do a lot for people, because you feel like if I'm donating to the nonprofit, I can visually see what it's going to do.
Absolutely. That's something that they do an amazing job as well, making it very clear where all of their funds are going.
Yes.
Love that. I think a good testament as well to how good they are with their mission and vision and being very clear about their messaging is their volunteers.
Yes.
Are great at being able to say, this is what we do here at Be the Change Charleston. And that's super important for small businesses as well. If you have an employee, if you have employees, they need to be able to understand and embody your mission and vision.
And articulate it, just like you're saying.
Articulate it, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, and what I love too is, so funding is extremely important to them. One of the things that they do is they're very clear about how you could get involved. So you can get involved by donating money. And they have a thing set up where you can automate and donate monthly if you want to do that. However, if that's not what you can do at this time, you can volunteer, and they specifically they're upfront about coordinating all the dates, what it entails, how long you'll need to be there. We know this personally because we have personally volunteered for their tennis tournament that they were at. And the great thing about that is they make it clear that by volunteering, you are actually raising money for the organization because the sponsoring organization pays the nonprofit on your behalf for your hours worked. And so that is a wonderful way where it's almost like they're giving you an option. How do you want to get involved and how do you want to help us in our mission? Here are two very distinct ways.
Yes. So very, very clear messaging. The takeaway that I want you guys as small business owners to gain from this, go check out their profile, look at their website, notice how everything's very clear. They have the same messaging throughout. And then if you don't have a mission and vision statement as a small business, consider thinking of one. Just take a second and really contemplate, what's my mission? What am I trying to do?
I know this might seem a little outdated, you guys. So you might be thinking to yourself, this is so 1990s marketing advice. It's not. What it does help with is, for one, as you guys know, you get opportunities thrown at you left and right every day. Understanding and keeping your mission and vision at the forefront is going to help you make these decisions as to what opportunities to jump on and which not to very quickly. And Chelsea had touched on this earlier, but she did mention that this also helps your employees. Yeah. Employees want to feel empowered to make the right decision if they know your mission and vision statement as a company, as a small business. This equips them. This helps them to, say, oh, I know I handled that difficult customer well today because it was kind of in line with what we're all about around here.
Exactly. Love that. Vivian, do you have our next S.O.B. that we want to shout out, want to share?
I do. So this one is Heartcore Outdoors.
Ooh.
Yes. If you are an apparel company, a product company, this is a great one for you to go and check out. Julia is the owner.
Yep.
Julia is on Instagram, she's on Facebook, and I think she's starting her YouTube and her TikTok. But the best place for you to see what she's doing is really on her website and then the Instagram as well. Now, what we love about Julia, let me tell you a little bit about the business. It's an apparel company. Yeah. She does anything from she does shorts to jackets, to beanies, hats, all of that good stuff. And it is very specific to people who have an outdoor lifestyle, okay? Yes. So whether you like duck hunting or you're just out on the water all the time, I personally have bought one of her jackets, which is like a it's like a UV protectant type thing. So when I went to Montana, it helped me, prevented me from getting burnt. Not in the face, but everywhere else, okay? My face still got a little burned. But her apparel, what we love about her as an organization, as a business, is that she does and is so focused on her branding.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
And so for her, it's always about the imagery, the photos that she's using with the product. It's always about the video, the reels that she's uploading, if it matches the lifestyle of the people she's trying to attract. It's always very high quality.
Yes.
She's very attentive to this stuff. And that is something that we feel inspired by it all the time, because I'm always like, I need to do the same.
Absolutely. I mean, talk about consistency. And then also, when it comes to branding, Vivian, and when it comes to social media, I feel like sometimes branding can get lost because we're in this constant race of having to post stuff and having to be relevant constantly, right? Julia does a great job at saying, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to just post a post. I'm going to make sure that all of my imagery, all of my videos, that all looks good.
Yeah. And the other part that I think she also integrates with the branding is the storytelling. So she has some projects that I know she has queued up, probably to be launched into 2026, which are, she wanted to make that connection with not just the lifestyle, but also using her business as a platform to inspire people. One in particular that I'm thinking of is she has shared a video this last year for an organization who, so the way she did it, it was spotlighting, I think, her brand, but she was also spotlighting a local nonprofit that helped to get wheelchairs to people that needed it.
Love.
Yes. And they're not just regular wheelchairs. They're like, heavy duty, like, they allow you to be mobile and they give you that mobility.
Okay.
So she had done this video, very well done. The amount of time that must have taken her to coordinate and get the interview done, the editing, all of that nicely put together. But like Chelsea said, she doesn't skip that part, right? So she wants the quality of her work to always come out really, really good, and it does. And you can tell. You could tell it that she put effort into it.
Absolutely. Okay. So go check out her Instagram. I think that's the best place where you can really see what we're talking about.
And
or
her website. Yes.
Or her website. Yes, absolutely. And the takeaway for this one is, if you don't have one already, go ahead and set up a branding sheet. We have one available on the website, theseasonmarketer.com. Go check it out. It's going to help you stay consistent and stay on top of making sure everything looks, sounds the same.
Yeah, and definitely look through some of her reels, see how she's able to, in different environments, she spotlights different people, different age groups, all of that. But there's some core elements there that just translate, the style of her video, the way it looks and comes across the screen, the music that she's using with it. She really does nail it. So go check it out.
Absolutely.
So maybe also great reminder as we go into 2026 that maybe we all want to be a little more strategic, right? I think Chelsea and I were talking about this before we hit record. We've taken a little bit of a social media break, just
a sabbatical,
a little bit. It feels, I was telling her, I said, I want to be really intentional with what I do moving forward. And I think that will keep us from getting burnt out. And also on this treadmill of exactly what you mentioned earlier, which is constant, posting of reels of trends of this and that.
Yeah.
I'm 40 something. I want to have a life outside of social media. So I just want to be intentional. And I think Julia at Heartcore Outdoors has done a great job of reminding us that we can be intentional while still selling product.
Absolutely. I love that you just shouted out social media, because our next SOB is the social media king.
Yes.
Is what it feels like. I mean, let me tell you. So Rob, Black Circle Records, he has a record store here in Somerville, South Carolina. He also sells online. So if you're looking for, I don't know, maybe you want to get a special person, the Even in Arcadia Sleep Token record, then you know where to go, Black Circle Records.
Yes.
But like I was just saying, Rob, go to his TikTok, go to his Instagram, go to his Facebook. This is like the blueprint for social media content. He does an amazing job of creating content that his audience is actually going to enjoy. I think that's important. He's not afraid to try something new. And even when it comes to repurposing old content, which is something that I feel like as small business owners, we could do a better job of. He does an amazing job of that.
Yeah, one of the conversations that we've had with Rob before is like he's mentioned, we've all kind of talked about this because there are so many videos being uploaded all the time and the way that we have kind of changed how we consume Instagram and TikTok and all that. It could very well be that somebody, when they click on your profile, they're not going all the way down to the bottom of like your reels or your TikTok videos. So one of the things he does leverage, like she just said, is literally he will repost something that he posted maybe like a couple months ago, as long as it's still relevant and it's still something that, either maybe he's selling a vinyl record or maybe it's something to generate engagement or whatever. If it's still relevant, he'll share it again. So he definitely gets a lot of mileage out of his efforts. The other thing is the experimentation part of it. I have probably from him learned this best.
Yeah.
He doesn't get butthurt about like if something did not, pop off or, he maybe what he thought was going to be
an amazing video.
Yeah, didn't really turn out to be. Yeah, if it did mid, all these kid terms, right? These youngin terms we're using. Yeah, if it didn't do as well as he thought, he just moves right along, or he will actually take from it like, oh, the idea is good. Maybe if I just change that intro, or maybe if I just change this and that about it, I can reuse the same thing, but just tweak it a little bit.
That's something that I love that I think everyone can pull from that he's said before.
Yeah.
Don't throw away the entire video.
Right.
Just change the intro. Just change the hook, the way that you're trying to grab them. Experiment with it. Do 3 different ones and post all 3 and see which one does the best.
And I really do want you to at least go to his TikTok. He's under Black Circle Records.
SC.
Sorry. Black Circle Records SC. But go check it out. He's had TikTok videos that have gone viral.
Yeah.
All right. But with the content, you can tell that he's trying different things. He knows what works, but he's also making sales without seeming too pushy or, and I know, I mean, listen, we're marketing girls. Okay. We get it. Maybe we have a higher level of like, we don't mind people selling to us as much.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, he does it in such a great way by either referencing back his website, right? If a new vinyl record has dropped, he'll do a video and then he'll say, hey, this is available now on my website. Go check it out. And he makes sales from that. Yeah. So if you want a formula, if you want to see what it looks like to not be stressed out about your social media, but actually have it convert, right?
Yeah.
Go see what he's doing. And there might be takeaways from the videos he's posted that you say, oh, well, maybe there's a version of that would apply to my industry or my product.
Yeah, love that. Want to point out, y'all, social media is a marketing strategy. At the end of the day, we don't want to just be winging it. We want to be effective and very, what's the word?
Intentional.
Yes, that is the word I was looking for. We want to be very intentional with the content that we're putting out there.
And we take our own advice, okay? We're going to, that was the conversation we had. We're going to do the same thing, be more intentional this upcoming year about how we're showing up on social media. I'll be very transparent. I feel like I just had I I just needed some time away. I needed to kind of regroup and stuff. And that's okay too.
Yeah.
As long as we get back on the train and then intentionally move forward with our strategy.
Yes. So go check out his social media to look for inspiration, I guess.
The one other thing, it's not related to social media, but I do also want to throw in there that he does extremely well is he has a subgroup. So basically, if you're like a quote unquote hyper fan of his, you have an opportunity to join his, I always get it mixed up, on Instagram. What's it called?
Broadcast channel?
Yes, his broadcast channel. So he directs people to the broadcast channel, and then sometimes he will share specific information on there. I think that's a great way to get people that maybe are wanting a little more from you.
Yeah.
Just keep that line of communication open. And then also don't want to fail to mention that like here this week, he's actually going to have a customer appreciation day in store. So he has a storefront and he sells online. So he's doing both of them very well.
Yeah. Love that.
This episode of the S.O.B. Marketing Podcast is brought to you by the S.O.B. community. If you're a small business owner that is neglecting your marketing and you feel like you've wasted money and time on marketing help that didn't deliver, or if you're just craving support from people who actually get what it's like to run and promote a small business, then our membership community is for you. Visit school.com/SOB to sign up today to get instant access and weekly support. That's SKOOL.com/SOB. The next small business that we want to spotlight is Bully Butts Boutique. BBB, you guys, okay? Bully Butts Boutique is owned by Annabelle. Hey, Annabelle.
Hey.
First of all, there are so many things that Annabelle gets right. For one, we love being able to see her in person at these local vendor markets that she goes to. I think that's a big part of her business for selling product. She participates in vendor markets. She goes out there. She has a wonderful display. She's there, sometimes has family members with her who are manning it. And I'll tell you what, they're busy all the time. Okay. But part of the reason that they're extremely busy outside of just her wonderful personality is that she focuses so much on the product, right?
Yeah.
And so as small businesses, sometimes you may feel like you're in a rush to create or design a product and then just get it to market, right? Just like post it. But Annabelle doesn't do that. What she does really well is she takes you along with her as she is making these new designs. So it feels like you're well informed of what she has coming up and all of the design prints that she has available. And Chelsea, now remind us, her stuff is all cats and dogs or just dogs?
Dogs. So she focuses on dogs and she has products for dogs. So like collars or
bow ties.
What's it called? It's not an ascot. That you wrap around like a bandana. A
bandana. Yeah, it's not an ascot.
It's like an ascot.
I was like, where is a dog going to put an ascot? But I wasn't going to ask.
Bandanas. She also has apparel for humans as well. They're all dog themed, which I love. You know, as a cat person
who owns no dogs.
Actually, I am a dog person. Yes. I prefer dogs. I just happen to live with all cats, but you know, it's fine.
And see, I have 2 dogs, so it's right up my alley. I will say shout out to her because the last time we did see her at an event, I actually snagged one of her bow ties for someone that's going to be receiving it. Their little puppy's going to receive it here for Christmas soon. So
cute.
Yeah. Products are wonderful, but what we want to really share is the fact that she is on top of communicating what products she has queued up. And as she releases them, she's got that buzz going around them already. So even before she posts them for sale, you know that they're going to be available when exactly.
Absolutely. She also does an amazing job with some seasonal designs. I love her seasonal design. Halloween, love.
So, Chelsea, what's the main takeaway for a fellow SOB?
Yeah, I would say your main takeaway is if you are looking to release new products, maybe try to create a schedule that you can stick with. So when you're releasing these new products, you're informing your audience of what's to come, and they can feel some buzz, They can get excited about your products before they just hit the market. Because sometimes just releasing things,
Yeah,
it's not enough. We want to hype people up. We want to get them excited about purchasing what you have to offer.
So there are several ways that you can use this, several mechanisms. We're big fans of email list. All right. Yes. Great way to tee people up like, hey, I have a new print design that's going to be, Charleston based or Charleston inspired. It's going to be available starting next week, right? Yeah. You could tell your email list first. You can share stories on your Instagram to let people see the product, or maybe you have the prototype or whatever it is. You can also utilize your website, have it loaded as a product, but instead of activating it, just put coming soon and have the date that these are going to be available. This might be a great way for you to be able to, I don't want to say pre-sell, but maybe
you could offer pre-orders.
You could.
Absolutely. So also, if you have a very special dog or maybe a cat named Pup out there for Christmas, you might want to check them out.
So are you saying you want me to buy Pup a little like bow tie?
A little ascot?
An ascot?
How'd you know?
An ascot? A handkerchief? A bandana?
A bandana. I mean, he's bigger than a chihuahua, so.
There you go. I actually may do this.
He's a good boy.
All right, Chelsea, who's the next one on our list?
So our next SOB, and I think our last one, because again, we don't want to make this episode 3 hours long for you guys. We have another Somerville local. We have Motherland Essentials, which writing these notes made me remember a conversation Vivian and I had at the beginning of this year, where we said, we're going to do more experiences this year, and we're going to go to soap making and sourdough bread making classes and all this stuff. And then we proceeded to spend 11 months of doing none of that. So shout out to Vivian and I for not meeting our goals this year. But that's fine because we have next year. And next year we can go to Motherland Essentials because she does an amazing job when it comes to experience shopping.
Now, tell people what she sells.
So she sells soaps. I believe she has candle making classes. She has like aromatherapy bracelet classes. Really, that's what I want to shout her out for is she does an amazing job of providing fun experiences for her customers. Now, if you just want to buy soap, you can do that too.
Yes.
Yes. But if you want to experience soap making, I guess. Soap making, candle making, everything. She offers these classes. She had a bath bombs class. You can book a private event.
Yes.
Experiences are, I don't want to say they're becoming popular because I feel like it's always kind of been a popular thing. But experiential shopping is a big thing in 2025, going into 2026. People want to have fun while they make purchases.
Yeah, there's definitely, like we said, go to her Instagram. I do agree that she does that extremely well. The promotion of these types of events that she has available, anytime she's thinking about putting one together or she has one already scheduled, she does a really great job of leveraging the social media followers that she has, which she has a decent following, a very good following. So she leverages that to drive people in to experience these types of events.
Absolutely. So the takeaway that I want to give you guys is, I know this is going to sound like I'm giving you more work. I'm so sorry. If there's a way that you can offer more of an experience to your customers, it doesn't have to be offering a class. Okay, I'm not telling you to start a breast milk candle or soap making class. You don't have to do that. But finding a way that people can, I don't know, like have something set up so they can take selfies in your store, or maybe giving them the option to test out your products. Even those small things, when they get to experience something or they get to experience your products, that can help with the decision making when it comes to making a purchase.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love that. I love also too that if you are, let's say if you're having issues with driving people into your storefront, this could be a great way to get people to that spot, because once they see, right, or they come in, let's say we do have someone locally here who offers, well, there are several who offer sourdough making classes.
Sure.
One of the benefits of that is you have people in the kitchen of the place, and once they know where you're located, they see, you know, the product you have there. You don't think that in the future they're going to be more prone to stopping by, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think this is a great way to drive people to, you know, your door, and then just remind them while they're there, you can kind of walk them through and say, this is the product we have on hand. This is what we do. And, you know, we also have more opportunities for events like this in the future. So join our email list if that's what, you know, if you want to stay on top of that.
Okay, Vivian, I think that was everyone that we brought, all the S.O.B.s, because again, we can't be here forever. Wanted to say happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We are so thankful for you guys. If you could, pretty please leave us a review. We got another review the other day. High five. Yeah. We want to get like 20 more. So if you could pretty please leave us a review. Make sure you're subscribed and following. And I want you guys to have a great Thanksgiving. Go have a wonderful time with your family. I'll be with Vivian.
Yes.
Oh, and go be the best SOB you can be.